This is the funnest night ever!
Yeah, quit yanking our anuses!
Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
Welcome to Two Brothers.
Sure, man.
What's wrong with what?
What?
What's going on?
What's Sunday, so...
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
All right.
With that, fucking
Then what?
you being like a downer, a Debbie Downer right there.
Yeah.
Because it's Sunday. Welcome to another episode of Two Brothers. I am Alberto.
I'm Edgar.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Damn near everywhere where you can listen.
That feels pretty good to be in those platforms now.
It feels nerve-wracking to be reaching out to a much more bigger audience.
How's that nerve wrack?
Because we were only ever accustomed to like our 11 viewers on YouTube.
What's wrong with that? We're,
I'm just saying.
it feels good, but if you want to listen to our old ones, you have to go to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Because look, I operate on a computer that doesn't have a lot of memory. So when we first started this, that shit just it got quickly like just full.
Mm-hmm.
The memory, and all that. So I had to delete some of the old episodes that like when we originally started. I'm embarrassed to admit that, but
So you're saying from now on, if people are going to listen to in Spotify and other platforms like that, it would say number 50 instead of 1? Or
yeah.
So okay.
Yeah. But if you enjoy what you listen on Spotify and all those other platforms, then you can listen to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, all that shit. All of that will be in the description below this episode, at least on YouTube. So, and now I can finally say this: follow us on Spotify now. Leave us a like, download the episodes, show your support.
Yeah, to this little channel.
We're slowly going to grow
This
and
little
progress.
podcast.
So, but we're just having fun. We're enjoying doing the podcast again.
And speaking of fun, we're going to do a good one here.
Yeah, great transition to the episode.
See, we're learning, guys.
I don't know about that. But
Alright,
look,
stop. You're telling me I'm a fucking bummer? You're I don't know.
we're not doing anything video game related tonight. We're going to be talking about comic books.
Kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah, we don't really have a plan for this episode. We're just kind of going off the top of our
Cabeza.
Yeah. So, for those who are just listening for the first time, we don't just do video games. We do comic books, and that's something that's really near and dear to our hearts.
Oh fuck, you're right. What if someone just jumps into this and it's
Yeah.
number 20 and they don't know what the hell they're jumping into?
We don't just talk about games. We talk about everything.
Yeah.
But the primary things are comic books and video games. All right, enough explaining about the podcast. Tonight we're talking about comic books.
All right.
Yeah, and something that's really cool about comic book hunting, those who are, if you're going to get into it, it becomes a very expensive hobby.
Yes, it does.
Not just going on Wednesdays to pick up new comic books. What you'll quickly find is you love a lot of the fucking covers. And you'll even buy comic books that you don't even read. You just want to buy it for how rare it is, for like sentimental value, whatever it is, or just how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it starts. That's how it started for us.
Did it though?
It did. When we started comic book hunting, when we started getting really serious into it, we went to Mile High, the big warehouse
And here in
Denver.
Colorado, yeah.
And we would just fucking pull comic books off of the
rack.
And from the back issues, just anything that caught our attention.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, I think how much money did we spend when we first went our first few times in Mile High?
At first, it wasn't that expensive. Maybe like 30, 40. But the big one was, I forgot, but the one that stuck out was we bought Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies, or Ash versus.
I think something like that. One of
We
those.
bought the whole the first 6 issues and stuff like that.
It's been a very long time since we since we gotten that one.
Yeah, that's how we started. You're right. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, man, is that we would spend probably I want to say 150, 180 at one point. That's how much we spent on a fucking thick stack of comic books.
I think it was that day particularly.
Yeah, and then nowadays we're spending that much money on one. Sometimes, not all the time. But let's make that clear. But a lot of the times we'll go into a comic book shop and we'll look at one comic book that's worth 100,
yeah,
150, and it's just one fucking comic book. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah.
How much we've evolved from when we first started comic book hunting.
Yeah, at first we just, like you said, pick up anything that caught our eye, and we didn't. It sounds stupid right now because we didn't know. I feel like we already talked about this in our in the beginning of our first couple episodes.
But it's good to refresh people maybe who have not listened to the podcast.
But I know that sounds stupid. I was gonna say is we would jump into issue 4 of Deadpool or something, and not knowing what happened or what's going on, and we still loved it.
Yeah,
which is weird because nowadays, what the fuck's going on? I gotta pick up issue 1 again, or something like that.
That can be a turnoff, for some people who are getting into the hobby for the first time.
Yeah,
is not knowing where to start. I recommend people who are wanting to start with graphic novels instead of just picking up single issues and shit, because it gets very high maintenance. It's a high maintenance I was about to say hobby.
It is, man.
But off the top of your head, then what would you say? What was the most expensive one that you can remember in recent memory?
Recent? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
not
what's your
from
question?
all time, because that's we've been doing this since 2015. But what's the most recent expensive comic book that you purchased that you remember?
I might need your help on this one, but I think the one that I spent a lot of money on is my graded copy of Something's Killing the Children #1. I think it's the 4th printing.
Did you buy that online?
Yeah, I bought that on eBay.
Okay, well, how about one that you bought in a store? Do you remember that? Or would you say it was at a convention? Because I remember we went to one convention that we went to. You remember that we got the Luke Skywalker variant?
That one was what, 60? Then I bought
a CGC graded copy of God Country.
How much was that? Do you remember? Was it 140?
Yeah, I think it was 140 or 160 around there. Yeah.
Well, originally it was what? Because it wasn't. He gave us a little discount because we asked for it, right?
Yeah, I think it wasn't too much from what it originally was, but
I feel like it was at least I say 140 for that graded copy of God Country.
I think it was around 140, which is not a bad price.
I think it was 160, and I think he dropped it down to that.
Yeah, and I still feel like it's a good investment. God Country is being an option for a show.
Or movie, one of those two, yeah.
Well, yeah, movie or no, it's a movie. It's a movie, not a show.
Then I bought the first appearance of he was a villain of Shang-Chi.
Oh, the dealer,
The dealer, something like
something
that,
like
right?
that.
Yeah, that one was $80. So that
You
day I
bought that
spent maybe between. So that was 80,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the Skywalker one was at least $50, $60.
Then do you regret buying any of those
No,
that you mentioned? No,
no.
really.
Well, probably the Shang-Chi villain that didn't
Yeah,
go
he
anywhere.
didn't really go anywhere in the movie.
So that was kind of like
That was unfair. You take a gamble sometimes when you buy these comic books. You don't know if they're gonna
go up or
go up or if they're even gonna, like. I remember, was it the first appearance of like Kid Loki?
Oh, they had it.
Yeah, but was he even in the show?
He at the end, remember that little kid, and that was it. That was like the first,
Oh, that's right.
and that was it. They haven't done anything. I don't know if he's going to show up again.
That's something that I don't really like about comic book hunting is that like some comic books end up going on like at such a high price
Mm-hmm.
because of rumors of like, oh, this character's gonna show up in the movie, and it just never happens, or if it does, it's never that big, like how they hype it up,
Mhm.
like how they did with the dealer, or Kid Loki, like he was gonna play a bigger part or something.
Like for example, that's a good example. Like that villain, the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
That was supposed to be in Black Widow, I think, was rumored. Then it was rumored to be in Hawkeye.
Now it's rumored to be in Echo, right?
In Echo. No, in the Riri Williams show or something.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
It keeps
Mhm.
jumping, and that's still like it's still a gamble if you should jump into it or buy it.
Uh-huh.
So that's like one of the gambles is right there. For example,
Mhm.
All right, let me ask you this: what have you ever bought a book off the wall?
Yeah, the over in Aurora, Cobalt, I think it's called, Cobalt Comics, Secret Wars.
Oh, yeah,
Was
yeah,
it number
yeah.
one?
Yeah, it's
Issue
number one. Yeah,
Was it part 1 or part 2?
part 1.
Yeah, I got that.
Is that
And,
recent memory that you know?
Let me think. That I just bought for the fuck of it. You're saying?
That or like you caught your eye or anything
Well,
like
I
that?
also got the first issue of Man-Thing from Marvel.
Okay.
That one I just got because of how gorgeous the fucking cover looked, as well as Batman, the 89, or no, the from the movie, but it had the first appearance of.
Oh, that one.
Michael
Yeah.
Keaton.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yep.
Because you rarely buy anything off the wall, but I guess you made a good point that those that you bought. So
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, I don't really do it that much,
Uh-huh.
because I like to stick to the new comic books that come out. It's already hard enough to kind of keep up with those,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the times they come out with great variants and like incentive covers and all that, So, also probably like the Power Rangers one that I bought online. I just bought it because of how it looked. I had no idea what the fuck I was getting. I just liked the cover.
The guy that we met.
I keep forgetting his name.
I think he's Inyak Lee or something like that.
I think so. Yeah.
He does great covers.
He does really great covers, man. And I bought that one. I remember waking up early in the morning because I thought it was gonna sell out, but dude, I always do that. I don't just not with comic books. I do that with a lot of fucking things, man.
Yeah, you thought it was gonna be selling out, but
And it never does. Like, what the fuck?
for me, I feel like I bought something recently off the wall, but not that I think of. Oh no, yeah. Would you say off the rack the same thing?
Yeah, just like in general, dude. If you go in a comic book shop, you get it from the back issues, whatever.
Well, I bought that Harley Quinn cover. I showed it to you, remember?
Oh yeah.
I bought that one recently.
I see you buying a lot of like Vampirella too.
Because Vampirella has cool covers, has cool artists that I collect.
Yeah.
For me, I have a little like short long boxes where I just keep cover artists
like just comic books from cover artists.
Yeah, like Adam Hughes, Alex Ross,
Scott
Lucio
Campbell, J. Scott
Perillo.
Campbell,
Yeah, all those guys.
Archum, you know.
Archerm.
Now to the people who probably are not familiar, or you don't know who any of these people are, just
But
know
I
that
feel
they're
like-
really great artists.
Yeah,
man,
but I
from
feel like
comic
you've
books.
seen their work somewhere online, so
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
like for those type of artists, they have their like little signature, like on the side of the picture or the cover, and you'll know who it is. You know.
Yeah.
The only reason to buy a lot of Vampirella because Adam Hughes does some.
Mhm.
Lucio Perillo does a lot of good ones,
Mhm.
and I think he stopped doing them. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately, but I think the cover artist is I think his name is Ben Oliver. He
Mhm.
does great fucking work. I like his shit too. So that's
Going back to the Harley Quinn one. How much did you spend on it?
30.
30?
It was a 125.
Because I don't remember how much I spent for those, like the Secret Wars and the Man Thing. Maybe you remember how much. I
Secret
spent.
Wars, I think he spent $30, and probably for Man Thing 40.
Damn.
You know, Man Thing wasn't starting a great
Yeah,
shape.
it's not, but he's also not a very like popular character either.
I'm talking about the
condition.
the
I know you're talking
condition,
about the condition, yeah, but it's still a good. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not like a terrible fucking, like a terrible condition, you know. Yeah, for those who are listening and they're like, damn, dude, you guys spend fucking all this money on like, but trust me, if you ever get into this hobby, there will be at least one or two covers you just get because of how it looks.
the cover, or
You know.
or that one comic you've been looking for, and you
Mhm.
see it. Yeah, if it's like chasing that dragon, man. It feels good once
Now-
you see that issue that you've been looking for a while, and if they have it, you gotta get it, man.
Look, everyone has their holy grail, right? Of
Oh
comic
shit! You
books.
jump into this, okay?
Yeah. And but for you, what's your like? How can I put it in this? You know how like there's like the Hulk 181, right? They're
Okay.
comic books that are like giant milestones in comic books. Same thing with the first giant size X-Men.
Uh huh.
What's that for you? But for a cover,
Oh, a cover.
for a cover, what's your Hulk 181 that maybe you have gotten, maybe you
Okay.
haven't gotten?
Okay,
What's that for
okay,
you?
Okay.
Just off the top of your noggin.
Okay, people that know this shit, okay, that collect comics, that know comics for years,
Mhm.
okay, and you were there, and I regret doing this shit. Okay, this was early in our times of collecting shit, right?
Yeah. Hold on, he has to
Let me tell you a story.
get up in the bed.
I found 2 Holy Grails. Okay,
That's okay.
out in the wild
Mhm.
in Mile High.
Okay.
Okay. One was a Adam Hughes cover of Supergirl.
Yes, I think I know which way. Is it the one with the meteorite?
Yes.
Okay.
I found that in the wild in fucking Mile High.
How much?
I think I spent, because I didn't know what they had, dude. When I went up in the front, I was like, they're going to say something. They're going to say something. Because this is an iconic, sought-after cover from Adam Hughes.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I spent under $10 for it. And when I walked away, felt so fucking great to
Did
have
you feel
it.
like you were fucking stealing from them?
Yes.
Are you serious? It was under 10.
Under 10.
Not 10. It was under 10.
Maybe like $10 or $12.
Are you fucking kidding?
Yes. No, I mean, I don't think they knew what they had, okay? And the thing is, I sold it.
That same day.
No, remember you were there.
Oh, the one that we sold at that
Yeah.
comic book shop.
Yes. I
Okay.
regret it till this day. But for me, I think it wasn't in great shape. That's why.
Mm.
I would say it was mid-grade. But that's really fucking hard to find, I say.
How much did you flip it for? Because I know you say you regret it, but how much did you flip it for?
They gave me $80.
So was it
I-
really something you regret?
Yes.
Even though you got that much money, you flipped it.
I flipped it, but I think I would have gotten more for it. Because, like I said, it's
Okay.
really soft
Okay.
after fucking cover, and I regret it. Okay.
Okay.
But here comes one of the redeemable.
A story, like a
Yes,
like a
the same
redemption story?
same thing. I went to fucking Mile High Comics,
Uh-huh.
and I went to the Star Wars section of comics, and they had this. It was mentioned in the top 10 from Comic Tom. Shout out.
Shout out to Comic Tom 101.
And I was surprised that it was on the wall because I think that was also like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 variant,
Mm-hmm.
and it's from the adaptations of the Force Awakens.
Was it the Kylo Ren?
No, I still have that one.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't that one. Okay.
Which one's that one? That like the new trilogy that came out this
Yeah,
generation.
the sequel trilogy.
But which one? The first one?
If it's The Force Awakens.
Is it?
The first movie of the sequel trilogy?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's Force
Okay,
Awakens.
yeah. It was one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he like that at that time that not graded would go over $1,000. Okay.
Damn.
So I was excited that I found it in the wild. And again, I spent maybe $15 for it.
What is going on at this comic book store? dude?
Okay.
That's how it was early on, too, when you started collecting.
And that one I sold because I didn't have the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed cash. And I sold it. And I was expecting to get over $1,000.
Really? You
Yeah.
thought you were going in there with walking out
Yeah.
with $1,000?
The way they fucking mentioned it, like, it's hard to find. Like, no one orders 20
Okay.
copies of this.
Well, how much did you make out with it?
I sold the whole... I forgot. I sold a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gave me a lot. Well, what the fuck, dude? This book goes for a lot. So it's over $1,000 book. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Why it still went for? I forgot what they gave me for that one.
Damn.
Okay, but for the longest time, no one bought it. And this was at the Winchester.
It's not called the Winchester, by the way, but we
call it the Winchester because the owner kind of looked like the guy from Shaun of the Dead,
Yeah.
who not who owned the Winchester, but
yeah, I forgot his name. This guy with the mustache and
he had the the cowboy boots.
Yeah, yeah,
He looked just like him.
he did. He
And we
was a
just-
really nice guy.
And we
I
just
hope he's
called
doing
it-
okay, man.
And I called him. We called that little store the Winchester because
Yeah.
just reminded us of Shaun of the Dead, whatever. But they were at the brink of closing. You know, it's already closed down,
Yeah.
and it was still there.
Really?
And fuck it, I'm gonna buy it back again. And I got it for a reasonable price because they were closing. It was half off, so I got it back.
Mm.
And to be honest, to this day, it's like I keep looking on listings and I can't find any. So to me, it feels rare to find of a
Yeah.
comic. So
Yeah.
there you go, my little story right there.
That was more
Wait,
like
well,
2
yeah.
or 3 stories.
Yeah, but what was the question?
My question was just like, what's your fucking Hulk 181 of covers?
Oh, sorry. Got to a little tangent
It
here.
doesn't matter.
Now?
No, it still matters. I'm just saying what you said.
Oh,
I'm not saying what your stories don't
like
matter.
what-
I'm just saying. Just go ahead. What is it? Was that it? Was that the?
No, sorry, just had to get into a little tangent.
Oh my god.
No, it has to be that cover from Catwoman from Adam Hughes.
Okay.
I think it's issue 50.
When she's holding up the thing and she's
Yeah.
like, okay,
That was my holy grail.
okay.
You?
It's one that we don't have yet, and that's the they call it the banana cover Wolverine.
That one.
That one's really. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about,
Just
Cool.
type that in and there you go.
yeah. Hopefully nothing weird shows up when you put that on it, but it's such a sweet cover.
That
man.
guy does great covers, dude.
We got the Luke Skywalker one.
Yeah, he does a lot of Star Wars.
He does a lot of Star Wars too.
Yeah.
I
He
would
did
say-
Spider-Man. Yeah, a whole bunch.
I would say that, and it's the it's also one of my holy grails, not just like cover wise, but because it is sought after. Is Spawn Endgame, the headless variant,
By Greg Capullo?
No,
Tom
by Tom
McFarlane.
McFarlane. That one looks so fucking good.
Yeah, that one's... Yeah, that's like rare.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking unicorn. You can't seem to...
You can never seem to get it unless you go on eBay. And keep your eyes on it. And then finally, one that I think is on everybody's list is like... I think it's a Deadpool issue of Wolverine. And he's going like this. He's holding up his claws and he's wearing the Deadpool outfit.
Oh, that one.
It's like an iconic one, man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a... Excuse me. I think that was made by J. Scott Campbell.
It was by J. Scott Campbell?
I think so. Let me double check. But yeah, keep looking. Or talking.
Anything that Alex Ross has done is such a fucking beautiful cover. We talked about it here. Not here. If you're listening on Spotify, not here. On our YouTube channel, when we did our favorite variants, I think is what the episode is called.
Mm-hmm.
And I put up the timeless variants, the Marvel timeless variants.
Mm-hmm.
Those are also my favorite as well. So I'd say
Just
those are like my Hulk 181s. Anything that Alex Ross puts out, that Wolverine one, from, if you're confirming it, if it's from J. Scott Campbell, and Spawn, and that Wolverine one. None of which we've gotten, by the way. Except the timeless variants, of course.
But you don't... Well, they all initially came out as a Virgin variant, right?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
But which one out of those timeless ones did you like?
Spider-Man. I really liked how Alex Ross draws Spider-Man. He just gives him such a... I mean, he gives everyone a realistic look. But that Spider-Man costume... Like, if there were ever a real Spider-Man, like, that's how his suit would look like. And it's fucking, like, mesmerizing to look at. That's not the only time he's ever drawn Spider-Man like that. You know? So
Mine's has to be... I think he was in that same episode. I told you mine's is that Captain America one. It's
yes.
like, it's up close to his face, and so, like, his mask is all shiny.
Uh-huh.
That one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it's because you're moving the mic. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, see, that's a lot better.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it right here. Then.
Don't keep it on your fucking nose, dude. Move it a little bit back.
Right here?
A little bit more.
Right here? Just as long as you can hear me, dude. Shit.
Okay.
While I was looking for that, I think this one also is one of my...
oh, yeah, that you see that a lot, and it's parodied a lot, too, right?
Yes, but I want to get the original. So...
You don't have it?
No, I was close to buying when went to the little hotel convention.
The convention.
Yeah, that guy had it. He told me not to get it. He told me what to go for the fucking Shang-Chi one, dick.
Well, because I thought there was like an investment in that, and obviously I was wrong.
Yeah,
okay? I was wrong about that.
You were wrong on that one. Okay, I should have went for that one. The J. Scott Campbell.
It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. You only had money for one thing, okay?
Sure, you're right.
Come on, we're not big spenders here. We said in the beginning of the podcast, it's a fucking expensive hobby, man.
Well, no, sorry, we came out happy that day.
Yeah,
because to be honest, that was God Country was our first graded comic, and it felt good to have one. You know, we kept fucking like deciding which one to get first.
Yeah,
that guy had a whole bunch. You remember that?
Oh, he had a lot of CGC ones. Yeah,
he had a whole bunch of number ones of Something's Killing the Children. Oh my god, yeah.
You know what's weird, man? It's not like we talked about how like this is an expensive hobby. We've been doing it for a while. I feel like we're doing that now with video games. You know, we started collecting a lot of retro games. Yeah, and it's weird because like it's one thing to invest in comic books and buying them and shit because you can get a return on your investment. But when we do that with video games, for me at least, it just feels weird when I do that. Why? I'm happy that we do it. You know, like recently when we got Silent Hill 3, my God, that Still can't get over the fact that we have it.
Complete.
Complete, and it comes with soundtrack.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But for some reason, it's like I feel embarrassed to spend so much money on the video games as opposed to like comic books, even though they're both sort of like not meaningless, but they're both things that like
fucking dick.
They're materialistic things that you normally would not spend so much money on.
So,
but I'm an adult, so I make adult decisions.
Like, come on, think about it. That's buying a game, retro or not. The same with the comic books. You're a big collector of the pop figures. They don't bring you happiness.
No, like, they do.
Once you buy them,
and I feel. You know what pisses me off, man, is a lot of people say that, you know, oh, the box is not what gives it value. You can take it out of the box. And
bullshit.
Fuck that. I still keep them in the box just in case. Well, you know, I don't want to fuck with any of the pops, you know. Even though they look good, I would like to take some of them out.
It's kind of the same thing with the comic books. Once you take it off of the bagging board and read it or bend it, it's gonna lose the value. It's just the same thing.
And that's what people say a lot in those videos that I see. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, that's bullshit. They don't lose value. And like, are you for like, who am I supposed to trust when it comes to pops?
I say keep them in the box, dude. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I mean, there's some that I don't. Some that I know I'm not going to like resell.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them I do keep, especially the Marvel Zombie ones. But man, they look so good. I would like to take some of those out, but
whoever's saying that, dude, is fucking bullshit. You know.
Yeah, and it's just it pains my heart when I see someone rip a box open, man. Cause
it's the same thing with the like I said with the comics. Like, how the fuck I'm going to buy a comic book? Well, let's say it doesn't have the front cover with it.
Yeah. Or it's like, a lot of people say that when you buy a video game, that's like, as long as you have the disc and you play, it's great. But if you have that manual, that shit goes up in price more. Like, the manual is also
more complete, yeah,
an important part. And I feel the same way about, like, the boxes. It's like, if you have the box, it keeps it in good condition.
All right, we're steering away from the conversation we came here today. It's strictly about comics, okay? So we were talking. Oh, yours was what, the headless variant from Tom McFarlane?
That was one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let me see this. In our collection, which one's the most valuable to you?
Are we talking like technically which is the most valuable, or just to me personally?
Go both.
Well, technically, I think the most valuable one that we have has to be either the Immortal Hulk, one of those issues, or Venom, like the first appearance of Null.
Mm-hmm. But to you, is that to you?
No, if we're talking technically, which one is valuable, like those are valuable. But if we're talking like about me personally, any of the, like I mentioned it again, and I say it again, like timeless variants that we got, I really like those. The Adam Hughes Spider-Man covers that I've got, those are really, I like those a lot. Any of the Miles Morales that we've got, which we do have the first appearance of Miles Morales.
Second,
it's not the first. It's not the first printing, but still. Yeah, dude, anything Archam too that I've personally collected, I really like. Anything Jim Lee that we've got, I also really like. There's just so many, because like at this point we have enough to like open up a small little shop. We're not going to.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice, but I don't want to sell any of our fucking stock, dude. You know?
Okay, what was the question?
Well, you were just talking about which one's valuable to you.
To me?
To you what? You said to me, and then what?
I'm trying to think. Okay, you were there, and I guess we went half-seas on this one. We went half and half.
Also, by the way, I'm just gonna cut in here. We might have to do an intermission. Our battery is a little low, but we'll take it as far as we can. So, if for some reason you hear a break or a cut in the episode, that's why.
Oh, we still keep with the same shit here.
We got new mics at least.
Sure, but whatever. Okay, you were there. We went halves on this comic.
You wanted to say halvesies so bad.
Yeah.
Because that's like a kid term.
The first appearance of Dr. Aphra.
I thought you were going to say Dr. Afro. Dr. Afro from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Still rumored to show up in one of the TV shows.
I think she's going to have her own TV show.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
I think, to me, she's one of those, like kind of like Boba Fett. She became one of those characters that people love. And I feel like she's going to have her own comic book, her own show, I think.
It'd be nice if she does have her own TV show.
And I think we sent, and I think it's in near mint condition.
We still have it, right?
Yes.
Well, it's because, no, a lot of the shit we buy, sometimes you sold without telling me. Okay? You do this, you have a habit of doing that shit, so I just want to make sure that we still got it.
Yeah, we have it.
All right, good.
I think it was $60 at no, 80 at the time.
In total, or how much we spent half and half?
40 and 40, so 80.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
That's why we jumped on it. It was like the perfect fucking price to get it,
we
know?
were going to originally invest in She-Hulk.
We should have went for that one.
Yeah, and we just did. It sold.
And that went...
Yeah, and now with the TV show, it's like even more.
But I don't think that's one of my... I feel like we have a whole bunch, man, like, that I feel proud of having. Like, you forgot about the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Teen Titans number 12.
Yep.
See? I know my shit.
Well, of course you do, Eder, because, you're on top of the shit more than I am with like the upkeep.
Venom. The first appearance of Noel.
You know which one we haven't talked about? All the hip-hop variants that we got.
No, we'll get to it.
Okay,
but,
fine. I thought that was the perfect time to jump into that. But
yeah, that one, like, bottom line goes between 200 and 250. But that's the one that I want to get graded. That'd be cool to have it graded. That first appearance of Noel.
Yeah, that would look really nice. CGC graded, but it's gonna come back to us in about 2 years. Because
I know.
For those who don't know, like CGC, they grade your shit. They put it in a slab and you get a little grade on it.
For example, that recent one that you just got.
It takes a long time.
Like,
when
did your girlfriend get you that?
She I think she pre-ordered it. I want to say it was for.
Wasn't it for Christmas?
I think it was for Christmas, but I told her obviously like a month before. So it was like in November.
Jesus. And you just got the fucking thing.
So she probably pre-ordered it around then, hoping that she'd probably get it in December maybe. Or not even then, because it tells you when it's supposed to ship.
Mm-hmm.
And originally it was supposed to get here like in May or June. And it's already September, and I got it 2 weeks ago. So
2 to 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone who's like wanting to send their comic books to get graded, if you're like that into it, just know you're not going to see that comic book for a very long time. I'm
kind of curious how that process goes. Like, do they send you an email like, okay, it's being like, how do you say? They have to look at it first and tell you, okay, it's a 9.6.
Yeah.
We're going to grade it and blah, 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 this and that. It's like, kind of curious how that works.
You have to pay a subscription for that, I believe, for CGC. You have to like pay for it so that way you can continue.
Yearly, you think, or is it?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about how the CGC operates, but I think there is like a subscription for that.
All right, you were talking about the hip hop variants. So
they're all so good, man. All of them are so good.
All of them, yeah.
She-Hulk comes to mind. That one's such a good one.
Wolverine, all new Wolverine.
Well, yeah, Wolverine, Punisher.
Doctor Strange.
My favorite, I think, has to be Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man.
Which one?
Which one is it? It's what cover is it after? It's the Amazing Spider-Man, not the ones it was like one of the very first ones that came out. God damn. Because I know they have there was one from Miles, right? That's like Lil Wayne. Or was that Spider-Man?
That was Nas. The Miles is a Nas cover.
So which one's the one when he's wearing like a graduation cap? That one's a Lil Wayne.
Oh, that one's Lil Wayne, yeah.
But
Well,
that's not the one I'm talking about.
That's an Amazing Spider-Man.
That's what I'm saying. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm
yes.
talking about Amazing Spider-Man. Do you know which one it is?
I don't think he ever had one.
I'm gonna look it up right
Look
now.
it up now. Mine's all time. He still has to be the all new Wolverine. That one's good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. Iron Man is also pretty good too.
Oh yeah, that 50 Cent cover one. Yeah, that one that's great. The Kid Cudi ones, the one with Drax, and Star Lord. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, when they first came out, they were so fucking like sought after. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
We would go to different fucking comic book stores and we like pick them. What's going on?
Yeah, dude, look, it's this one.
That one's not that great though.
Yeah, it is.
Not to me. That shit looks.
I don't know. I think all of them look great. I like Silk too. Silk looks pretty good. Moon Knight. I don't think we've got Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight had one.
But do we have it?
No.
So, yeah, that's what I was saying.
At the time, we would just pick up the ones that we cared about and knew about like the hip hop variants. Like Old Man Logan was Ice Cube cover. The Wolverine was DMX.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that we knew about. Not like for example, fucking.
Well, we did get Guardians, didn't we? Because that was what was that after?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I thought you'd be on top of the hip hop variants. But
see now you got Silver Surfer had one. Well, he had two. It was that Drake. It was a Drake one. Like back in the when they first came out, we were not interested in those characters. We were interested in the ones we cared about.
Yeah, that is true.
Like you got that was it Totally Awesome Hulk?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty good too. I like
that one's cool.
Yep. Yeah, man. There's we could be talking here all night about all this shit because there's just so many, and I feel like we've talked mostly about fucking Marvel, but DC has some really good ones too. Greg Capullo always comes out with great ones too when he did with Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
Jim Lee. We talked about Jim Lee briefly, but he does really good work for DC. We got Justice League when we went to Comic-Con. That was such a great cover too. But I don't know, like I just don't. I feel like the Marvel ones just pop out to me the most.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's just how it is. I mean, there's especially recently with like DC versus vampires, they've been having a lot of good ones. Deceased did like horror movie like
covers.
Homage.
Oh, that was great.
Those are fucking great too. So it's like DC's not terrible at it.
Okay.
I
want to ask you something, and for you don't. I feel like. Well, I was gonna say it anyways. What's something you regret not buying, that you missed out on a comic? Like, fuck, we should have picked that up. Now you regret because now it's like more valuable or sought after.
God, I don't. Maybe the Peggy Carter one that you told me. That you said I told you not to get.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it was a Peggy Carter one that came out not too long ago. It was like a variant that you had shown up on one of those top 10 lists. Probably Exiles too, because that had the first appearances of Peggy Carter as Captain America, and I stopped reading it after like issue 2.
You motherfucker.
See, okay, so if you're gonna ask me this question, are you gonna also vilify me at the same time or what?
Yeah. Because I don't.
Well then, motherfucker, we can talk about Ultimate Fallout because we sold the first appearance of Miles and it was the first printing.
Hey.
Okay. That was a fucking huge mistake.
No, the mistake is selling to someone that didn't know what the fuck I was selling it to.
That's still our mistake.
But fuck them. They're the owner, like a comic book owner. How the fuck you don't know the first appearance of Miles?
Regardless, dude, we should never have fucking sold it.
I know. You don't think I fucking regret that shit? But
Batman, damn, we sold that one too.
His wiener. Well, look,
God, I don't want you to say that.
well, that's the main thing. That's why he's popular. But the second,
in that comic book, let's just make that clear. Not in general. Batman's not popular because of his fucking man thing.
well, we bought the second printing, which is also going up. So cool your jets there. Okay.
We did sell the first appearance of Batman Who Laughs, didn't we?
Yeah, but I bought it again.
Yeah, but was it the first printing?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
All right. You know, we're starting to get into the mistakes.
Yeah. But
And we need to wrap this episode up here soon.
why?
Because we're just talking about our regrets.
What's wrong with
this isn't a
that?
therapy session. We're supposed to be having fun.
That's
and now
only
you're
one-
bringing back the
But that's
painful memories.
Hold on, but yours, asshole, not mine. That was I asked you for your opinion.
Yeah, I said Exiles, and then you're like, "Hey, you fucking bitch!" Well,
No.
then what the fuck?
Hold on.
All right, I'm holding.
You said you regret it because you didn't let me buy it, but yours.
Mine?
Yeah, not me saying, "Hey, or should I buy?"
I'm not saying that I don't like have one. I just don't remember which ones that I never like that I fucking regret picking up. I don't know. My God, you keep moving that mic, so it's picking up the fucking.
Does it though?
Yes, it is. And your like lazy demeanor is not making it better.
What do you mean?
You look like you're about to fall asleep at any fucking moment.
Don't let the audience know that.
Oh, I think they make a pretty good assumption that you're like just moving around.
See, now you killed the whole vibe, dude.
No, I didn't. You killed the vibe after you told me what was your biggest regret. We can sit here and talk about all the regrets we fucking
How's
made.
that? Everyone has regrets now. Shit they didn't buy. Okay.
Well, you know what I regret?
What?
Doing this podcast right now, okay?
Fuck it, end it then, asshole.
No, we're not going to end it. We're trying to have a good time.
Well, you're the one saying. It's because
What's your favorite Cold Stone flavor?
All right, my regret is
That was you just gonna skim past the Cold
Yeah.
Stone question?
it's fucking birthday cake remix,
You
fucker.
basic bitch.
What do
you
you get?
basic
You
bitch.
always get shit with fucking Oreo in it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you
Hey,
do.
look, when we get frozen yogurt, you do little fucking sprinkles and that's it. Like you're fucking 10. You don't like mix it in with peanut butter, fucking like whatever.
You're asking for diabetes, okay?
You're asking to die even when you go in there, regardless of what you get. You're gonna
No,
get
I get
diabetes.
healthy stuff, okay?
Healthy stuff. So, what's your favorite Cold Stone?
I already said it.
Oh yeah, you did.
You fucking
Then,
idiot.
okay, go ahead. So
What
what's your
about
biggest
you,
regret?
you fucking basic bitch.
Pistachio.
See, how's mine plain than yours?
Oreo overload.
Oh, see what I tell you.
I'm not afraid to admit it. Okay.
Calling me a basic bitch. I don't know any regrets. Okay,
What do you mean I have no regrets?
I don't want to say it. Okay.
No, you better fucking say it.
I guess yeah. The one that's the most recent is not buying that J. Scott Campbell one. I should not listen to your goofy ass. That's another one. And She-Hulk when it was, I remember it was $60 when the rumored of that she was gonna have her own show.
Okay, but now you're pinning it on me.
Well, one of them, yeah.
I thought that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
You brought it up.
Okay, we're gonna start bringing this to a close because you're just fucking. Now we're just faulting each other.
How do you want to end it? Do you have another question?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your favorite Dairy Queen flavor?
All right. Fuck you.